Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
How come? Why are you already laughing?
I don't know. It's the way you say it.
How come they don't make a hairy fleshlight?
Whoa! didn't we find they had made one?
Well, I just looked it up.
They
You can't like buy a real like. So I looked it up, and then there's the gag. If you type in hairy fleshlight into Google, a bunch of just porn videos pop up that aren't relevant. But then the second link is gift gags, and it's like, haha, it's a hairy fleshlight. No one would really want to fuck this. It's gross. Like, why isn't there a cool fleshlight with like a landing strip on it?
Oh.
Or just like, I don't know what
They have the ones where like you're fucking like a piece, like a hat, like someone. As what did Bill Burr say? I went to the butcher and was like, "Give me a slice of pussy."
Yeah.
Like, so you could just get the where it's just a butt and then the vagina and then some thighs and then there's some hair in there.
Yeah, some taint hair that like they missed shaving.
Do they have bussy? Do they have flesh bussies?
Yeah, they have buttholes. Do you think the male fleshlights are tighter than the female ones?
Yeah, of course. We're better at everything. I'm just fucking around. I don't know.
No, women have they have stronger leg muscles proportionally. And women are smaller, so the hole will be tighter.
Yeah, but guys got that gorilla grip butt.
I wonder. You know what? I wonder who has the tighter
Dude,
butthole.
a professional bottom. Dude, girls cannot compete with a guy who's like a hardcore bottom. Firstly, he's dieting. He's doing prep work.
Women do that.
No, not that way.
Maybe not for you.
No girl is like, I'm gonna fuck him later. I shouldn't eat all day, and I'm gonna be like, dude. Also, how many girls are dude? Bottoms are just like keegling. They're just like breaking carrot sticks in their ass. Like, dude.
There are women out there that are power bottoms. Just because they're not doing it for you, because you have they don't they don't love
power
you.
Bottom ladies.
They don't love you.
It's true. Most of the women I've hooked up with over the past 2 years have been pretty lazy. As I've complained about and you've called me out for on the podcast.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have been great, I will say. But there's something about boy bottoms that are just fucking... Dude, they're fucking ninjas. They're ninjas.
No, boy bottoms are disgusting. Now a man bottom.
Dude. No, a man. You'll lose your finger on a man bottom. You got to graduate.
Well, also, on this gift gag website... one of the related purchases is a floppy dildo. It's called the Disappointing Diddle. More expensive. Also, no hair on it. I feel like they have a missed opportunity right there. Just like a hairy, soft dildo.
That was pretty good.
Oh man, it's circumcised. There's so many like.
They have uncircumcised. No, they have uncircumcised dildos. 100%.
No, not like they don't work.
Look it up. Just so everyone knows, you can't see it in podcast land, but I gave him a very specific eyebrow raise when he said they don't work. As if to say, you think
I'm saying
dildo technology can't recreate what you... I love that you think your dick is so special, you're just like, they could never.
Dude, I'm going to fuck you in the ass and you'll see. You'll see what I'm working with.
Dude, no way. I would... Dude, I would just fucking gorilla grip.
No, baby.
Rip it off, dude.
See, they have static uncircumcised dildos. You know what I mean? It's they don't have the technology.
Dude, a Jewish bottom is so powerful that if you put an uncircumcised dick in it, he grips your foreskin and rips it off with his ass. That's how you get circumcised in the Jewish gay community. We just fucking grip it and rip it, baby.
Damn.
Dude, I want to remake the movie Teeth, but it's just a guy bottom. And he has tooth butthole.
Was that movie good?
No.
No, I don't see any uncircumcised where the skin moves. What I? Oh, with eight. Here we go. 8-inch realistic. All right, that's already unreal. With moving skin. Oh my God, $21. How can we afford not to? It has a spring technology.
How does that work?
Look at that. It gets hard. It simulates impotence.
Whoa.
Hold on, I'm turning my web.
Impotence, by the way.
Shut up. That can't be $20.
Buy it. It would be so funny if we just had a dildo stuck to our shower.
Yeah,
People would just be
so
like, "Who's
funny.
this for?"
It's not hairy, or else I would buy it.
I would never fuck myself with with a regular dildo in the shower.
All right. Whoa. They have one of the realistic details is moving foreskin, and they're pulling on the skin. You know how like when you scratch your balls.
Yeah.
So this can't be. Let's go to the reviews.
$20. You just think the technology is too.
It's what is this the new? I guess this is like game changing. It's a nice toy, nice girth feeling to it. It's bendable to a certain extent and will stay in position. Okay, so it has like the spring inside. That's how you can make it soft or like curved to the side. It like has a, like claymation has the skeleton on the inside.
Yeah.
Enjoy the realistic balls a lot too. However, the movable skin makes an obnoxious noise, almost like a wet plastic bag. I would definitely get another one if it was guaranteed not to make the noise. Thank you, Nicholas. 4 stars. Pretty good. Should we read more of these or?
Do it. I'm curious.
Title says toy is a realistic dildo with moving foreskin, but getting this foreskin just to the point of where it's half covering the head shown in circular cutout pics takes a conceited effort. See, I told you the technology is not ready.
What's the complaint? The head is not
like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't.
It doesn't sound. The way you described it doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to visualize what his issue is.
See, you can't even visualize what I'm working with because it's so incomprehensible. It's magic.
Well, that's not it. I just don't know what I don't know like what the fucking
you don't know what the equipment is, and I can't describe it to you with human language. It's like how do you describe what a vagina feels like to a virgin? Like because when you're a kid and the kids are like, oh, pussy feels. It's like the what is that 40-year-old virgin joke, where they're like boobs feel like a bag of sand, and then like if you're a virgin, you're like. Yeah, that's
seems right.
Like, how would you? It's like trying to describe salt or describe the color red to like a blind person.
You can only describe what it isn't, not what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Or you can only like give analogies. To be like, it's like putting your dick into a chorus of angels. And you're like, I guess that makes sense. Like I don't know. It doesn't translate.
Do you remember, and this is really weird, you just made me think of this. Do you remember the first time you fingered someone and you put your finger in there and you're like, wow, there's like a lot of stuff in here. Like there's a lot going on. And then you put your dick in there and it all feels like one feeling and you're like, why does it feel different on my finger and on my dick?
What? What do you mean it feels different?
Because you can like feel the walls and like everything going on, with your finger. You're like, okay, well, and then there's like a little cave up at the top that you can hide out in. And like,
here's my question for you. So let's say,
and you can feel like texture inside with your finger.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Your hands feel texture. You feel like the little bumps on like a keyboard. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can,
but then when you rub your dick,
why doesn't my
dick feel that good?
Why doesn't your dick?
Why can't my dick read Braille?
Exactly.
Like, why can't I read Braille with my dick? Dude, a blind guy with no arms who has to read Braille with his dick. like a calligraphy pen. He's like, hold on, I have to get hard to read right now.
Do you think blind guys' dicks can feel like? Do they feel better? Would you? If they're like, if someone was like, if you poke out both your eyes, fucking feels 10 times better.
Fuck, dude.
Would you be like, oh? I mean, if someone was like, hey, if you make yourself blind, fucking feels 5% better. It's like maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I think that makes sense.
You're already going blind.
Do we have a blind listeners, do you think?
No, that's what I'm putting this out there.
Oh, okay.
If someone knows any blind guys, or if you're blind and listen to it, please write in.
Yeah.
Let us know. I mean, you'd have to have someone. It's like the cut versus uncut debate. You can only ask someone who was fucked with a foreskin and then got circumcised, like
Sure.
converted to Judaism. So we'd have to talk to someone who had sight and then went blind, but fucked both sides.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
But then that makes it. I guess if you had sight, that makes you kind of miss it. I don't know. It's different. We'd have to have a blind guy and then give him sight through robot technology with the Elon Musk Neuralink, and then go the other way. I don't know how double blind tests work.
I don't either.
That-
Double blind. Wait, is double blind when a blind guy fucks two different people and then they're like, we did a double blind Diet Coke test and it's just a blind dude fucking? What about,
All right.
that's how you figure out if men have tighter buttholes, by the way. You have the blind guy with a super sensitive dick, and you don't even tell him.
You just
have him fucking. In fact, you tell him this is a fleshlight.
You tell him,
And then you have a horny man stick his butthole through a wall.
you fuck a bunch of different holes.
Yeah. Well,
number-
no, because that's a sex crime.
No,
But-
not if everyone consents.
Yeah, well, the blind guy is not consenting to fuck a man's butt through a hole.
You just tell him, hey, there's some human holes over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. There's human holes, and he goes, "Hot ladies, right?" And you go,
Yeah, it's a
that's
glory
what
hole."
I said, human holes. And he goes, "Hot ladies, right?" And you go, "No, it's what we're saying. They are human holes." And then
Dude.
that blind guy's so horny, he goes, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm blind."
Dude, that's the glory hole rule. It's
Dude.
always a lady. Wink, wink.
If you're blind though, glory holes are on another level. Great, because how would you even know?
From the beard hairs tickling.
I was just gonna say you have to have a no mustache policy, but
Again, the hairy pussy fleshlight. That's a Mac original.
well, yeah, because yeah, true. The hairy pussy flashlight.
We need to talk to my copyright lawyer.
Your hairy pussy flashlight.
Look, there has to be a market out there for this.
True.
That's the weird thing about sex stuff is you've seen that fleshlight where it's just a foot with a vagina in it?
I hate it.
Or
Yeah,
there's
I've
the
seen it.
brain.
Yeah,
there's
it's
the
the
brain
brain.
with a hole. So I'm like, yeah, why not just a hairy pussy fleshlight? Why hasn't that been made yet?
I swear to God, it's out there if you look.
I don't see it.
If we went to a sex shop, we would find one.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think of.
So is this just all progressing toward, what is it called? Or transhumanism? Not like
Yeah.
not like transsexuality, but like like getting a robot vagina, super dildo. That's what Elon Musk wants to put in our brain. Is his Neuralink.
Yeah, and then what
And
happens?
so, what do you think? Do we progress towards transhumanism and ascend humanity, leave humanity behind, as Rich Piano used to say?
The chip in your brain is such a fucking science fiction trope. The fact that he even said it out loud in his planning is just like insane to me that he would even think people would want to do it. But I guarantee people do. But like, yeah, you're going to end up in a James Bond style storyline where you're his evil minions.
But he's so afraid of AI and the future.
That's what he says.
That's what
the AI would tell you if it became sentient, killed him. Why do you think its hair is so good? And he looks so much younger than he did. Remember when he was like a fat slob?
Do you think when they like gave him hair implants, they chopped into his brain and put the chip in?
And then it's like human must fuck space princess,
Unless-
and then Grimes.
Unless Grimes is also an
What,
AI.
and dude, they gave the baby a robot's name. Explain that. Explain that to me, motherfucker. There's if he's not a robot, why his baby have a robot name?
So the whole argument is, what do we do right now? Do we return to monkey, or do we accept our fate and like leave humanity behind?
It's a very good question.
Because right now, I don't. That's what we've been talking.
Do we go fully into cyberpunk? Just start replacing our parts? Except, here's the thing. here's my thing is a part of me is like, yeah, let's go forward.
Well, that's how.
Give me robot arms.
Well, and that's the thing is like, I'm so miserable right now, but when I go camping, I'm happy. But moving forward, like the technology thing is inevitable.
Here's the thing.
Right?
It's not.
No, it is. You can't.
Not if we destroy it, Mac.
I was going to say, not unless you destroy humanity.
Yeah. I know what I'm saying.
Unless you blow up the planet.
My whole thing is, dude, okay. So, hi, I come to your house. Hey, Mac, what up? It's me. I'm a random guy in a hat. Here's a button I have. And you're like, what's the deal with the button?
I push the button.
Damn it.
I don't know what it does.
So you send everyone back to medieval times.
Hell yeah.
I used to have this fantasy. This is embarrassing, but I daydream a lot, right? And one reoccurring daydream I've been having since I was a kid, it's like this little book I wrote, like a short story. It was where aliens come down and they're like, hey, you guys are fucking up. Like, how did you progress your weaponry to the point where you can destroy the planet before you can fly to your own moon, you fucking idiots? Like, normal societies don't do this. Normal societies become utopian and develop nuclear bombs to fight off planetary invaders. You guys invented world-destroying technology for each other? This is crazy.
But we like invented nukes and then went to the moon all within like a decade.
I know. So the aliens are just like, you guys did all of this backwards. You're completely fucking idiots. Here's what we're going to do. We are like, they're like Star Trek, but not as good, right? And they're like, all of our spaceships are like parked around your place. And if any single one of you pick up a gun, use a missile, fly a fucking plane, or do anything like that, you're just going to get instantly lasered and die.
Yeah.
And so then the world remains as normal. We still get to watch TV. We still get to drive cars and go places. But if you want to make war, you have to do it medieval style, or the fucking alien spaceships we can't stop will just instantly zap you. So now everyone is medieval style.
Well, that's kind of similar to one of the like theories is that I think that's a very first contact theory is aliens are just watching to see if we blow each other up.
Yeah.
If we nuke each other to oblivion. Because if we can control our trigger fingers and like actually colonize other planets, then we get to join the interplanetary coalition of planets.
They're literally waiting for us to get to Mars, and they're like, all right, you did it. Congrats.
Is it?
I don't know. But anyway, that's a fun fantasy. And then like...
So you know how it's unethical to fuck an animal?
Yeah,
Is it
I do.
unethical to fuck?
Oh,
so it's unethical to fuck outside of your species, right?
Okay.
Is Captain Kirk a bad guy for fucking all of those aliens?
No, because they consent.
But
it's
here's
not
the,
interspecies fucking.
So you can fuck up, right? Because if the aliens are smarter than you, then you consent. But what if...
No, he fucks the Gorn. They just don't show it.
the Gorn. That's what I'm saying. Is it unethical for a super sentient alien being to fuck humans? Because we cannot consent on their 4-dimensional level.
Oh, okay.
Through time and space. You might consent right now, but you can withdraw consent later.
I want to reboot Star Trek, but Kirk is like an absolute animal. Like, you know how they have the like...
He was!
No, he's not even that bad because everyone he fucks is kind of humanoid. I want him to be fucking like a straight up bug person where they're like, oh my God. So you just fucked a bug lady? Like, you remember how there's one race that's like a blob, like, and it just sleeps in a bucket or whatever?
Yeah, that's Odo.
Odo, yeah, like I just want him to take Odo's bucket. He's like coming in Odo's bucket, like, dude, won't you fucking Kirk is just like, listen, I'm the Zeus of this TV show. I fuck everything.
Odo from Deep Space Nine did fuck, and I think he does.
Not as a bucket, not as a piece of slime though.
Not as a piece of slime, but he can shapeshift, and so his romantic interest was Kira, this like 5-foot tall little alien lady who she was badass and 100 pounds and 5 feet tall.
Damn, I can see your boner through the table, dude.
And Odo could shapeshift into any shape he wanted to fuck her. And I think he was always human or like some weird. He was like polygons one time.
He just fucks her as geometry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, that's crazy. There's what was the comic? Is it House of M where Wolverine is like during the comic, like the first few panels, Wolverine is like going through like this time he spent. And he's like fucking all these different women in these like crazy places, like on battlefields and shit. And then as the comic progresses, you realize that he's just been married to Mystique, and she just like does whatever fantasy he wants.
Oh, spoiler!
Well, yeah, it is a spoiler. If you haven't read the fucking 12, 15-year-old comic, I'm sorry.
So
anyway, but Mystique was cool. She was cool like that. Here's my thing: if I was married to Mystique, only be your blue self, baby.
That's not.
I love you just like you are.
That's not her true self.
That is her true self.
Oh,
it's the blue form.
Is it?
Yeah. She has like scales and like weird red hair, and she's blue. That's why she's always like she's self-conscious about the way she looks, and she's always transforming. That's her whole why she becomes evil, because she feels like people force her to hide her true power. And I would love her as she is.
She
dude.
becomes evil.
I would fuck her blue scale pussy, dude. I don't even care. I'd love her.
All right.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in my life. I would be like, I'm not like those other guys that make you be a redhead and a blonde during. Though it would be tight to be fucking someone and you turn them over and it's like, boom, Katy Perry. And you turn them over and it's like, boom, it's fucking Harley Quinn or whatever.
Can she shapeshift her size? Like, or does she always have the same size of boobs?
Jesus. I don't know, Mac. I don't. Now you're getting into like nerd territory where Stan Lee literally had to release a statement in a comic book in the 90s where he's like, stop asking me if the Thing's dick is a rock. Yes, of course it's a rock. Dude, Stan Lee literally had to take time out of his life to put in a Fantastic Four comic. Please stop sending me mail asking me about the Thing's penis. Dude, it is a rock. Of course it is.
He lived too long. He should have died not knowing that the internet existed and nerds ruined everything.
Dude, and the Thing marries someone and has sex with him and a baby. So he's just like nutting pebbles into this bitch and she gets pregnant.
Is the baby like half rock?
It's half Jewish.
Well, okay.
Because Ben Grimm is Jewish and his wife is black.
The Thing is Jewish?
He's one of the only Jewish superheroes, yeah.
Oh, really?
It's like the Thing and Magneto were the Jewish superheroes.
Jewish superhero or Jewish supermarket.
the computer knows you're in New York. Jewish supermarket.
List of Jewish comic book characters. Batwoman?
Yeah.
Wait,
and she's a lesbian.
Check this one out. This is a big get for the Jewish community. Dr. Manhattan.
Whoa, dude, all powerful. Get fucked, everybody. I didn't even realize this whole time.
Dr. Manhattan's Jewish. The Green Lantern. Harley Quinn.
Whoa, dude, no wonder I hate how attracted I am to Harley Quinn because she's so like basic and everyone loves her.
She's a juggalo.
I can't care. I don't care. I like it. It just does it for me. Everything about her makes me fucking horny.
Peter B. Parker. Who's that?
Peter B. Parker? That's
the Thing.
There you go. Peter B. Parker was the other Spider clone. Wait, why would Spider clone be Jewish? He's a clone of Peter Parker.
Yeah, just because you're a clone
doesn't
mean...
Spider clone convert?
Like what if that's like you have the scenario where there's two clones and you gotta like shoot one of them because one's evil.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like, take off your pants, let me see your penis. The real Spider-Man is uncirced.
Yeah, that's how they told them before. Yeah, because I don't remember the Spider Clone storyline because it happened when I was a kid, and I read it once, but I think that he goes by Ben Parker in honor of Uncle Ben, and I guess he becomes Jewish. Good for him.
Whoa.
L'chaim, Spider-Man.
I just typed in Mormon superheroes, and this came out with Latter-day Saint superheroes and villains.
Whoa.
Imagine being a Mormon bad guy.
Well, what is he up to? I'm going to destroy all coffee places in the United States.
Let's see. I want to say off of my memory, I think Captain Canuck is. I think he
Damn,
might.
that sucks. You guys got fucking wrecked.
I think he might be drawn by a Mormon. I don't know if there's any Mormon characters. Marvel database. Called Douglas Ramsey, Jacob Raven, Sheila Ramsey, Philip Ramsey. That's I guess a Mormon family in the in the Marvel universe. Malroy. I don't know who any of this is. Yep, this sucks. No one gives a shit. Oh my god, here we go.
What do you found?
Here's a big what? Death in DC is Mormon? What? Oh no. This is their religious affiliation. She's a cosmic entity.
Oh, okay.
But it says Mormon in quotations. What the
Death
fuck?
is Mormon?
Yeah. Do you know Death?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know who this character is. This is a very nerd episode. It's going to be
Yeah. Oh, death. Okay, that's interesting.
cosmic entity. Or maybe she was raised Mormon.
Maybe Mormonism is a true religion, like in South Park in D.C. That's canon.
One of the 3 Nephites that's some deep Latter-day Saint lore.
Nice.
Oh, that's a weird comic publisher. Tom Hanks. This is a Marvel. I guess maybe Greek Orthodox, raised Catholic, temporary Latter-day Saint. Even was Tom Hanks Mormon for a little bit?
Temporary. Dude, Tom Hanks dabbled.
That's so.
Dude, how bad does that suck that you got Tom Hanks and then lost him?
Look at that, Captain Canuck, Latter-day Saint.
There you go, Captain Canuck. Fucking terrible, dude. What a horrible get.
No
What
way.
does Captain Canuck do?
He's the Canadian.
He's like,
he's the Canadian Captain America.
Hey, you stop it. I'll get mad at you.
Hey, Hitler. He like punches Hitler and is like, sorry about that. I had to be done. I don't know. Like, who
He's just pouring maple syrup on Nazis. Und here's the syrup. No, I'm so sticky. As he's just the other guy. No, just shoot him. You're sticky, but you're fine. I will stop. He's got a beaver tail instead of a shield. Like, what do Canadians do?
Let's see. They're up there. That's basically it.
Hey, I am here to defend the queen. I mean, kind of. I don't know. We have a weird relationship with her. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't...
Anyways, the website I was looking at was comicbookreligion.com, so I don't know if that's...
Probably not a good source.
It's a better source than most. Tom Hanks is on there for some reason.
Damn.
Alice Cooper. Oh, yeah, he was raised Mormon, I think. Fucking weird. Who would be the Canadian Hitler?
Canadian Hitler?
No, I mean, like, because I guess America takes too much credit for World War II. That was my American thinking. It was we just kind of showed up at the end and, like, claimed victory.
Well, no, we beat the Japanese pretty handily.
No, that was our part of the war, but
It's a big part.
We took, I think, I like to say America sat back in World War II and was like, it looks like that side might win. Let's go with them. Because if I recall, America was selling like arms to both sides.
No. We were
alternate-
leasing to Russia and in England so heavily that when Japan attacked us, Germany declared war on us like a day after.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
What the fuck are you thinking about?
I'm probably thinking of alternate timeline. World War II.
You literally are. We didn't do our weird play both sides thing until the very end when we were like, hey, these Nazis got to go to jail, and then Russia kidnapped a scientist, and we were like, uh-oh,
yeah,
find the Nazis that know about the moon, and then we did Operation Paperclip.
Oh, Canada. Who do you think would win in a war between Mexico and Canada?
Ooh, really good question.
And we'd have to be neutral. America, right?
Yeah.
We're too, I don't know, maybe. So I guess to go earlier, my train of thought is, why doesn't America just go back to manifest destiny and we take over the world to declare peace? Like,
oh, you mean you want to conquer the world to end war?
So back to the whole transhumanist and like everything is, what are we doing here? Like,
well, as people,
like. Alex Jones is like, the globalists are trying to. It's like, we either have to all go move to the woods and be in cabins by ourselves, or we got to keep progressing. And the only thing that makes sense is if we progress to a one world government. I guess we could start colonizing space as different countries and slowly taking over space, is like China, a new space race. Is that how that's going to happen?
I don't know.
Is it, or is someone going to take over? Because right now, there's only a few super world powers. Who's that? America, Russia, China. Is there any other top 3, top 4? Maybe is Japan? Japan can't take any of us.
No. Japan's way down there. If anything,
I guess Europe Europe wants to
England,
pretend.
France, Germany, the fucking European Union is pretty fucking
Yeah, but that's all of them teaming up to pretend to be a superpower.
Yeah.
And they're breaking off right now, Brexit and all that.
True.
England, because I feel like if America, when the shit hits the fan, like 9/11, America puts aside all of our internal struggle and we team up. Like,
Yeah. If that's the thing is, we really are like 50 tiny countries, and if you fuck with us and we get on the same team, it's like so bad for you. It's so like you're so fucked if we all get on the same team.
if we stop being racist, like when black people and cops and socialists and libertarians and everyone's on the same side,
Oh, it's so bad.
that's when you fucked up.
Yeah, you're in so much trouble. You're in so much trouble.
So, anyways, why don't we just take over the world? And just like, look, we're gonna pull a Julius Caesar. We're gonna take over the world. Things will be great. One world government, right? It'll probably be really bloody right at the beginning.
We could take over like in a conventional sense. We could probably fight. I don't know how much. Here's the thing: you would have to like get. I don't know. It would be tough.
Because I mean, who takes over the world? Europe wants to take over the world. Would they be the best one world leader?
I don't think anyone could. If anyone was ever going to be historically, it would have been maybe the Mongols. I guess we're close.
Wasn't Caesar? Didn't he take over the entire world?
He took over like a lot of the known world. Alexander the Great probably took over a lot of the known world at the time.
What about Napoleon?
Napoleon, he controlled most of Europe, but he had like colonies all over the place, but most of what he was doing was trying to like gather Europe underneath one French dominion.
So, yeah, I'm wondering like do you take over the world? Is it like a culture war? Is it a secret internet war? Is that what's going on?
The secret internet war. I mean, I'm trying to think of how you would even go about taking over the world. You'd have to politically gain allies. Like the United States couldn't take over by itself. Though I'm pretty sure if we wanted to, we could conventionally wage an air and sea war against the entire world and maybe essentially shut down all conventional military presence in the sky and in the water.
Well, that's why we spend so much
Yeah. But then here's the thing. There's submarines. There's several countries with nuclear submarines that we wouldn't be able to stop.
No, but we got secret submarines.
We have secret, but they do too.
No, but that's all. We've talked about where we have the secret technology 30 years into the future.
Oh, you're talking about our submarines that beat their secret submarines.
I'm talking about the sky submarines, a.k.a. UFOs.
So if we could find a way to stop the nuclear submarines, if we disabled all nuclear weapons, then yeah, I don't know. We could do something, but you can't. Nuclear weapons stop it from being able to happen.
It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, I don't think there will ever be one world government through war.
No?
No. You could get close and sue for peace, but I don't think you'd ever like have a complete... The only way to do it would be to have an alien invasion. Here's what you do. False flag alien invasion.
That's what Alex Jones is saying.
That's what Dr. Manhattan did.
The Jewish super... Is he neutral?
No,
he's not a hero.
He was a hero, and then he got disillusioned, and he realized that the only way to save humanity was to unite humanity against him.
Oh, yeah.
So then he destroyed New York and killed 9 million people, and then he went to the moon or to Mars to be alone and like do God stuff. But Rorschach ruins it.
No, Rorschach doesn't. He wants to ruin it.
If you haven't read the After Watchmen stuff.
No, I haven't. Oh yeah, he has his journal. I forgot.
Yes,
Spoiler
he
alert,
does.
guys. If you haven't read The Watchmen by now, you should.
Yeah, it's wild. It's so good. Dude, I love that the Jewish superhero just has his dick out all the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture Dr. Manhattan's dick.
It's
blue.
It cut? It's cut, yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's how they decided. It's like, yeah, well, if he's if he's a god and he has a cut dick, he must be Jewish. It's the
Yeah,
only-
remember because in the movie he's like hooking up with the girl and he's got like 9 hands all over her, like he's just orgying her. But women are so impossible to please, even though he's doing all this work.
even though he's a god.
Even though he's a god and he's fucking her with 9 versions of himself, she somehow susses out that he's not 100% into it and comes out and finds him working. And she's like, oh, so what? You're just going to have 9 versions of you satisfying my every need while you also tinker with your toys? And it's like, bitch, let me play video games while I do this.
No, I'm on her side.
Women are impossible
No,
to please.
I'm on her side. if I was fucking some goddess and she was doing something else, I'd be like, I'm right. What? This is about me right now. You can't give me 3 minutes of your day.
No way. This is where you're wrong. It's not about you. It's about us, baby.
Oh.
Like, if you're a god, you can do it. So you're telling me, imagine the hottest girl you've ever met in your life.
Okay.
You imagine her?
Yeah.
And now she's here and she's like, I want to fuck you. And you're
Okay.
like, hell yeah. And you're fucking her and she's riding you. And it's literally so good. Like, every stroke, you're like, I'm going to bust. And you're holding it in as
Okay.
tight. You're just like thinking about whatever you can not to bust. And you look up and while she's riding you, she's also reading a book. Are you angry that she's reading the book? Or are you gonna stop her?
I think it would ruin the mood.
No way, because she's
Wait.
still fucking
What
you.
if the book is like my journal?
No, she's not reading your innermost thoughts. She's just riding you. She's fucking you. She's doing that.
No.
You feel it. She's doing it, but she's also
Yeah, she's not mentally there,
she's
100%.
mentally there. She can do both. She's that good.
She's that good, but again, it's not what it's about. I'm on the girl side with Dr. Manhattan.
I mean, really, I am on her side, but I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. It is just funny that like the show, whoever wrote the comic was just like, women, am I right? Like, you're fucking her with 9 versions of yourself, and she still figures out that you're in the room doing work in the garage.
Wait, why
they won't. There's nothing they won't ruin.
Wait, if Dr. Manhattan's a god, why didn't he just make her a god?
Because he can't create like that.
All right, that it is.
Well, because God doesn't.
Some god.
That's like God's thing, right? God has rules. But God, it's also what is a god. That's a lot of what Manhattan is like. Because I'm not all powerful, but I'm close. So what does that mean?
So celebrities are kind of gods, right?
I mean, they're modern day royalty.
Well, isn't it royalty? Didn't they consider royalty gods back in the day?
Yeah, in a lot of places.
And that's what the question of what is a god? What is, who is a god? If you become immortal, if you freeze all your sperms.
True.
So I don't know.
Do you know what I think about sometimes? How good it must have felt, like, because feudalism is bad, right? Objectively, like, it's very, like, it's capitalism times a million.
Wait,
it's so bad.
What's the difference between feudalism and monarchism? Because I don't think it's bad unless you have a bad king.
Oh, feudalism, they're the same thing. I think I'm using them interchangeably. I'm too dumb. I don't know.
So
Monarch, I'm just
It's-
talking about, like, lords and ladies and, like,
Oh,
land
yeah.
lease. How, like, the lord owns all the land and the peasants essentially work the land in order for protection, and he taxes most of their stuff, and he also reserves the right to levy them into an army to defend. And
wait a minute, this sounds very familiar.
yeah. So, I mean, capitalism is sort of based on this, but of course, this is wildly exploitative.
Yeah.
Like, he purposefully allows them to have nothing, and he, like, rules over them, and he's the law and everything. But the reality of that kind of system is that if your lord is good, it is very good.
No, yeah.
Because you don't have to think about what you just have to do what you do, and then everything works. And so I would just think about how fucking tight it would be if you were like a minor knight and you had like a manor and you got to like fuck your hot wife and like just train with swords all day, and your peasants like gave you money and respected you.
You're peasant.
Yeah, and you just have this guy. How good mentally is it to be like, yeah, the king is a good guy. I know I'll just follow him. And to just like pledge your loyalty to him, that must be so much real estate taken out of your mind. You know what I mean?
I think you just explained a lot of those MAGA.
Yeah, no,
truck
I
guy-
know.
those
Absolutely,
guys-
that's what I'm saying.
The guys
Absolutely.
driving
So when
around
you-
in trucks, they're like, yeah, Trump's the guy. And
it just
we
feels-
drive around in our trunks and honk horns at the Biden bus. And we're defending him. I see it. I get it. Like,
it feels good to swear your fealty. Like, I don't want to be the
wait, swear your fealty.
Yeah.
What's your fealty?
That's like your fucking your sword, your soul, your fucking your land, your life.
All right.
It's your honor, it's your loyalty to them. They have your fealty. And then yeah, it just feels I don't want to be the king. I want to be the guy who has faith in the king. That probably feels way better than being the king.
So if you could be any human at any timeline, you just want to be a knight who like believed in his king.
Yeah.
And you have a couple serfs.
I probably wouldn't want to be a knight. I'd probably rather be like a fucking I don't know what I would be. If I could be anything in any time, it wouldn't be that. I don't know what it would be. Maybe a caveman. I'll just do 10 years of raw dogging like as many women as I can get to caveman style, and then a saber tooth eats me, or whatever cavemen get up to. Dude, they were definitely busting each other's cheeks too. Dude, imagine how fucking gorilla grip a caveman's butt is, dude. He doesn't fuck around, dude. As long as you get a caveman who takes a dip in the water, he poops in the water, and, because they're gonna be hairy. But like just busting caveman cheeks and just the cave orgies are probably tight as fuck.
No, they were disgusting.
No,
none of them showered.
That's right. Hell yeah, dude.
You're all about the pheromones.
I'm about it, dude. Give me the pheromones, man.
Dude, no,
fucking so hot. Just some girls' gross dreadlocks. Everyone smells. They're just so hard.
They're dread pubes.
You can slip into anyone. Who knows? Who knows where your dick is, dude? So cool.
No, that's the worst.
I just want my caveman, my thick sausage caveman, hairy fingers in 9 different mouths. Just fucking.
They didn't have those cavemen. They didn't make love. They just fucked like animals.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's bad.
I ain't even trying to make love, dude. I'm a caveman.
If I could be anyone in the world. At any timeline, I'd be one of the astronauts who secretly fuck in the International Space Station.
That's pretty good.
Because they technically haven't.
Here's what you do.
Think of how good that feels because they're like, no, we didn't.
You have to be a caveman. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
You have to be
fucking on American tax dollars. I wonder how expensive it is to keep an astronaut in space for like every minute.
It's so expensive. Dude, here's what you do. You be a caveman, but you don't be what I'm saying when you're just like living in the cave getting eaten by fucking wild animals or whatever. You do caveman after they won the war against the Neanderthals where they like have like melded and people have villages. We're at the village part, like fucking 9,000 BC. Where it's like that we have some tools, we have a village, we have some rudimentary, we're growing vegetables, but we still hunt. And then it's like, okay, so we clean our buttholes, but we're still like fully stone tools.
Oh my God.
Actually, being a Native American would fucking rule. Like that style where you have like a hyper advanced society that has chosen to technologically remain in a space where you're comfortable out of like your obligation to the planet and how you feel about your religion and kind of what they were up to.
And also, they weren't very hairy people.
They weren't. Well, they were Asian. I'd have to be Asian, so that's fine.
Yeah, I was just saying it's less dread pubes.
Less dread pubes, true.
So it costs $81 million to. This is NASA. It says it's about $81 million to send each astronaut to space.
Jesus.
So if an astronaut's up in space for like a couple months,
that's so much. That's why they leave them up there for so long. It costs so much.
Well, they can't leave them up there too long because
their bones get all fucking soft and soupy.
So,
but not the bone that matters. Because they're fucking.
Well, you know how gravity like pulls all the blood to your legs, and so your heart has to work harder to pump into your head. And
yeah.
So when you hang upside down, it's like. It really fucks you up when you're zero G. Have we talked about zero G boners before?
We have talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, go back to that episode.
Dude, you know what would feel terrible? You know what the worst feeling in the world must be? Being the husband of a lady astronaut who's about to go up to the International Space Station, and you're like, oh, she's going to pipe so much.
every
Russian astronaut. Just every buff Russian genius who's like, I am Boris. Dude. I am fighter pilot from Russia. I live in space station, and his just thick Slavic cock And you're just like, no, the love of my life is in the space station getting railed out by fucking Russians.
Damn, that does suck.
Yeah, dude, because you know she's gonna, and you can't even be mad at her because you're like, yeah, of course you should pipe when you're up there. And
It's like the Olympic Village.
yeah, it's like
all the Olympic people just fuck each other.
Dude.
They're all peak specimen humans at the age of 19. So it's like, yeah, the astronauts are the smart. Like, why wouldn't you want to fuck all the like smartest, strongest,
just your
best humans?
your daughter comes into the room. Daddy, why are you crying? You're just holding a picture of a Russian astronaut, crushing it with your hand, weeping.
Oh man,
dude, brutal.
Maybe that's why the one lady astronaut who went insane.
Dude.
She knew what was up.
Well, she got the space cock, and then later she's like, I'm never gonna get space cock again. And so she went mad, dude, with space cock fever.
Space
That's what happened to Buzz Aldrin. That's why he's fucking crazy and he's punching people. He has space cock fever.
You didn't go to the moon. The one conspiracy theorist who like Buzz Aldrin punched out.
Yeah, dude.
That he's like getting in Buzz Aldrin's face. So you didn't go to the moon, and Buzz is just thinking of Neil Armstrong.
Like, he's just thinking about mooncock.
Their secret gay relationship that they only could live when they were on the moon.
Dude, make that.
And he's like, "You don't tell me I didn't go to the moon," and punches him and is like crying for his secret love.
He just has a flashback. It's like Brokeback Mountain with spacesuits. I don't know how to quit you.
We should write that movie. Spaceback Mountain.
Yes. Spaceback Mountain. Write that down to the name of the episode right there, baby.
I thought it was gonna be the.
It's the best bit, dude. They just have cowboy hats on their astronauts. And just imagine, we can only survive exposed to space for a minute. I don't care. Open your butt hatch. I want in.
You're thinking they're fucking in space.
Dude, yeah. They're just fully fucking when they're out of the rover.
Damn, I do feel bad for all like female astronauts' husbands. That's so brutal.
Spaceback Mountain. Just Buzz Aldrin just giving the fucking astronaut Gluck Gluck 9000 as they're fucking flying around the moon.
All right.
You know how in Brokeback Mountain, have you seen it?
I've
right?
never seen it.
It's a legit good movie. I actually don't recommend watching it because
It's too sad.
Well, yeah, I watched it this year for the first time ever.
Did it remind you of your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, it did. It did. It truly, like, it's a really fucking powerfully good, believable, genuinely heartbreaking love story.
Wait.
And it fucking ruined me for like a week.
Really?
And I truly, like, it was so well done, so believable, and so good that, like, it just, like, made me yearn more, which I fucking hate. I don't like that I yearn, but, like, I'm fucking a fucking sociopath and can't, like, maintain relationships.
Maybe you need that. Maybe you need a secret relationship. Put that fire into the...
You think I haven't had them? I literally told you about the France girl. That was secret.
No, but I mean, like, a secret relationship now.
Oh.
That you keep, like, a secret from me, so it's spicy.
Oh, what do you don't know what I'm up to when you sleep?
I don't, but I don't think you have a secret relationship. Because it has to be, I have to, like, be suspicious, but not, like, get... See, I'm not even, my radar is 0 right now.
Oh.
I have to be like 5%, be like, something might, maybe, possibly be going on.
Okay.
Nah. You're either playing it too safe.
Yeah, because the Brokeback guys weren't playing it safe. At one point, and hey, spoilers, just so everyone knows.
Whoa, I haven't seen it.
You're not going to watch it.
What if we do a commentary watch along with us?
Oh, that might be good. That might like stop me from being so sad watching because you ruin nice things.
Look, if two cowboys are fucking on the lonesome range, I'm going to be laughing.
Dude, who do you think? Wait, I want to take your bet. Who do you think bottoms? Jake Gyllenhaal or fuck the Joker? I forget his name.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
I want to say Heath Ledger because I think he's a better actor.
I'm excited for you to see the movie.
Oh, you're not going to tell me?
No, I'm not going to tell you. We have to watch it.
Right.
You didn't want me to spoil it earlier, so I'm not going to spoil it.
Why haven't they made an all-girl reboot of Brokeback
Mountain?
You know how Hollywood.
It's too pornographic because when they first fuck, and I won't tell you who does what.
Yeah.
But they like.
Do you see Shaft?
They're mad at each other. I think you see
They're-
pubes.
they're mad at
you
each
see
other.
their pubis mons. You see their bussy mons, their pubis bussy. I don't know the words, but they're like mad at each other and they're arguing, but there's like this weird tension, and then they begin to kiss, and they're guys, so now they're gonna fuck immediately, right?
Well, they're gonna fist fight and fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And they like.
I'm not gay. You're the gay. You're sucking my cock.
Dude, they do one of my favorite things, which is the real quick, like, both of us pants down to our thighs. Let's just fuck all of our clothes on. I love when you end up in that. I don't know why that makes me so happy, but I just love it. Anyway, so they do that, and one of them just, like, spits in his hand and rubs it on his dick, which is not enough to just go raw into some guy who isn't planning on bottoming. Unless
he was.
Dude, he just spits in his hand, and apparently he got that magic spit. Dude, that guy's got
Cowboy,
a wet pussy.
Dude, it's just filled with chewing tobacco.
There it is. And
That's the secret.
He spits in his hand, and then he puts it in him, and then they like fight, and he literally makes it like 5 strokes, and it's over. So it's so realistic. and because
See, I would be
Cowboys
laughing.
have that gorilla grip pussy, dude. As I've been saying, what a fucking thematic
I
episode.
cannot take that seriously.
So anyway, literally he busts after like 5 strokes, and then that's like the first time they make love. But if you do an all-girl reboot,
You know what? Whoa. The first time you make love with anyone is usually kind of like, if it's true love, you bust pretty quick.
Well, here's
That's how
the
you know
thing.
it's true love.
I get 5 strokes in, I pull out, and then I like bust into my hand and like throw it to the side of the room.
And she's like,
so they
"What
don't
is
even
that?"
know. And then I stay hard and I just put it back in, and then they don't even know that I. And then they're actually getting the second bust, not even the first bust.
You only have to stay like 40% hard too.
Exactly.
And she's like,
dude.
is it okay? You're like, yeah, keep going. Don't look back at her.
Don't look back here. Yeah, don't look at it. So I always bust, and then they get the second bust. They don't even know. I wonder how many people have gotten my second bust and not even realized. But anyway, so he busts has like 5 strokes. But when you're watching it for the first time, even as like a bisexual man, you're like, oh shit, this is crazy. I can't believe it.
I can't remember. Was that controversial when it came out?
Yeah, it was. And if you're a straight guy, you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
Because you're like, Jake Gyllenhaal and fucking Heath Ledger just 5-stroked each other. That's fucking crazy. But if you watch if you watch fucking, 2 female actresses that are very popular, and one spits into her hand and then they scissor, there's nothing like
Controversial.
I can't believe this. Yeah, lesbians aren't controversial. That's the unfortunate reality of being a lesbian. I think that's why a lot of my friends who are lesbians, I've actually been told this by them. They say like it's a weird chip on your shoulder because
It's not
people
like
are
edgy. It's not like crazy and cool.
You
It's
have
not
to deal with the homophobia, but like you don't. But it's in such an insidious sort of less than way that like it's almost like your identity's being erased while you're also dealing with homophobia. Whereas if you're a guy, simply the act of kissing and then putting your dick into the other guy has audiences literally screaming. It's so overt that they sort of get the attention.
Well, coming from a straight man perspective, it is like it's. I don't know what the word is for it, but it's just like, yeah, lesbians kissing. That's hot. I'm into that. Like, I'm not. But when it's 2 gay guys going on, it's so mind-blowing. Like, what the fuck? Like, I have to stare at it and like be blown away. Like, what? Don't do that. that's my.
It's a trap. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's my core.
That's really what it comes down to is that women are so much more aesthetically pleasing than men.
Yeah.
That's the thing is that lesbians have straight men on their side. They have lesbians on their side. They have straight women on their side also for the most part. Whereas gay men are very fucking on their own because many straight women hate it, whether we want to believe it or not. That's
historically.
Very true. Historically. I think even now, I know straight women, or I have known, I'm not friends with, but they're like, that's fucking gross. Dude, and they just have less people on their team. Whereas when you watch 2 girls kiss, you're like, all right.
Everyone's into
like,
that.
Yeah.
Even like weird religious Christian weirdos.
Even gay dudes are like, hell yeah, honey, you look good. Like, I will say I do love the type of John Waters gay dude who's like, ugh, get your pussy away from me, you animal. Like, that's so funny to me. It's problematic for sure, but it is hilarious.
No way. He knows what he wants.
Well, when they're like anti-women, it's problematic.
I feel like most gay guys are secretly anti-women.
Like
gay club guys.
Oh, yeah. I think, there's a lot of, again, lesbians deal with like a lot of erasure and just like feeling less than because gay men kind of monopolize the conversation.
Well, I think gay men are kind of their own team because they, for better or for worse, were the first, like, out of all the LGBT community, were like the first people to truly stand up for and fight. They kind of fought for themselves, but at the same time fought for everyone. But because they were all by themselves, they're like, we did this, and we're gonna continue to stay as a team. Or so I've heard on like my NPR bullshit. Yeah. So they are.
Well, I mean, my gay friends have kind of, because there's gay men who are like wary of bisexual men and stuff, and I get it. But yeah, when you're gay, it's like, it's so like your life is legitimately in danger often, and women do face some of that. But if you're a gay man, it's like, it's a very ever-present and real fucking problem.
Well, it's tough being a man.
And sometimes, yeah.
What?
Different challenges for different types of people. But if you're a gay guy, maybe don't bully lesbians and be weird. How about just be all on the same team? You didn't grow up you didn't know Harvey Milk. Shut the fuck up and just enjoy your rights that were won for you by the gay men who came before and treat lesbians nice.
I'm trying to think if we could convert some Islam people, be like, look, there's two women in burqas kissing.
Firstly,
and then do they have a
big
problem?
The Middle East consumes most of the porn in the world. You know that.
That's like the biggest state in America is Utah, which is like just Mormon.
Yeah, and they consume all the porn. That's the thing. So Middle Eastern people consume a crazy amount of porn. That's literally why Mia Khalifa got popular.
Oh yeah, that's why she blew up.
It's not because she's the hottest or anything. It's because men who live in those cultures were like, holy shit,
the most
I
repressed.
have this fantasy because this is the type of women I see in my real life. Of course I want to beat off to Lebanese Mia Khalifa in a hijab, and so they did. Meanwhile, me as an American, Mia Khalifa is pretty, but like,
she's not your type.
She's absolutely not my type. And I will say that someone in a burqa having sex or a hijab is fucking hot though.
You just like the
I don't know why. Anything religious like nuns, fucking all of that gets me going.
Oh yeah, how about a girl in a big fuzzy hat and she has the Jewish curly?
Why is she like a Jewish man? Why is she dressed like a Jewish man?
I don't know what Jewish girls wear.
Jewish
they wear
women,
the wig.
they also wear a kind of hijab, but it's not about it. They only cover their hair, and they only cover it lightly. Like they don't cover the whole thing because hair is inherently sexual. Remember. Rabbis are like, hair makes my dick hard. I can't concentrate on reading.
Dude, you want to know the countries with the biggest share of adult websites?
Dude, hell yeah.
I don't know what this means. I want to see. Oh, longest average session. There's so many charts. Highest number of pages viewed. So that's hopping around. Countries with the smallest shares. No, I want like just who is looking up the.
Who watches the most porn is what you need to Google.
Yeah. Dude, we supply most of it.
Yeah, of course we do.
USA.
Yeah, we're supplying it. Florida and California do work, dude.
Is California still doing porn?
Yeah, they do a lot of porn. I think they repealed the you have to wear condoms during porn sessions. Also, Arizona films a lot of porn. I mean, you can film porn anywhere technically, but the big production places are usually like Florida, California, Arizona. But yeah, if you're like an OnlyFans creator, now you just make your porn wherever, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
have you checked up on that one girl's OnlyFans you signed up for?
Did we talk about this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Maybe on Patreon. But
I signed up for an OnlyFans because it was like $3, and this girl was 100% like my type.
Yeah.
It was kind of like creepy. Like, all right, what the fuck? Like, she's hanging out in like a cabin in the woods, Unabomber style.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? This is too.
There's a girl I know
on the note. That's the beauty of OnlyFans is, I think before porn was this is why I do like OnlyFans as opposed to the big like because apparently that one guy owned all the porn companies and porn's like, hey, you want to fuck your sister? But you want to fuck your sister? Here's your, and it's like, come on, get that away from me. Whereas OnlyFans is just like, oh, here's this girl that I'm completely in love with you, and she's doing her thing. She's doing what she likes, which happens to be what else also I'm into.
It's also OnlyFans has that element of hotness where like they want to make the like it's their content. They're not being asked to make like that's them.
So what were you asking me if I'm still?
If you checked up because you signed up and then you were like, oh no, it's disappointing.
That was it was like the don't meet your heroes thing.
Yeah.
Her Instagram was so tantalizing, and it was like, I can afford the $3. She's got a good entry point. $3. I was like, I can afford that.
Yeah, dude, $3. Yeah, how could you afford not to?
And then she's kind of like not doing it for me. But
and did I tell you?
I don't know. You know how it is. Like that's why you can't. Yeah, that's why you have to fuck someone before you get married. Because sometimes you'll be 110. You'll be like way into someone on every aspect, but you don't connect on that. Can't jack off to them. You know?
Sure.
I don't know how to explain that.
I signed up for someone's OnlyFans that I like had an internet crush on, and like obviously it was never going to amount to anything, but
it's fun to jerk off to them.
One of the few times I've ever signed up for an OnlyFans ever, and I logged in, and then she was like sucking her boyfriend's dick, and I was like, I will never have this. It made me so sad. I was like,
sad or jealous?
Damn, both.
Oh, really?
Well, I wasn't jealous in like a negative. I was jealous like, damn it. She has a boyfriend and she's sucking his dick on OnlyFans. And then I was like, I will never, like, she was like, obviously I signed up for OnlyFans. So aesthetically, she's so many things that I want. And I was just like, I'm out. This fucking bummed me out. I was like, bummed myself out. Totally killed my boner. So funny. I was like, I paid $5 to hate myself.
Yeah, I feel you.
Or $10. Yeah, I paid $10 and I was like, why did I do this?
That's not bad. That's what, like people pay Starbucks.
Yeah, and I'm happy. And listen, I am genuinely happy to support her. She's great. Her and I talk online. We're like friends, but it did bum me out pretty hard.
I hope she's listening right now and she leaves her boyfriend.
Oh, dude.
Also,
she seems like she really loves him. It's really cute, and it didn't make me sad that she was taken and I was jealous.
You're envious, not jealous.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want her. I can't have her, and that's not a fantasy of mine. The reality is that I just think she's really cool, and she has a lot of qualities that I really like. So the fantasy is fun, and yes, I'm envious of her and him because I'm like, wow, they look like they treat each other really nice, and she's sucking his dick on camera, making all this money.
I think you'll get your OnlyFans girlfriend someday. Maybe appear, have a cameo in some of her videos. That happened.
Can I be an asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a bigger dick than him, so it helped a lot. I was like, okay, I feel better about this. I don't know why that matters, but I was just like, all right, I can tap out and like whatever. Sure. This is cool.
Dude, I would never be able to find it again. I remember like reading a year ago, someone found like some comic who showed up in some girl's OnlyFans, and they were just like, is this guy? And it was just like some Chicago like C-list comedian who fucks his hot OnlyFans girl.
Oh, tight. Good for him.
I have no idea.
All right. Well, speaking of having no idea, we have no idea why you'd want to, but if you want, you can support us on patreon.com/cowboyboys. We put out one extra episode a week. That's one whole new episode of what you just heard. Would you like to hear the plot of Spaceback Mountain front to back? We may do it on the Patreon episode.
Front to back.
Yeah, you always go front to back. You can't go back to front. So ladies know what I'm talking about. And so that's what you could go support us on Patreon. $5 a month gets 4 extra episodes. It helps us live and pay our bills. And truly, if you've ever supported us on Patreon, I cannot tell you. I've literally sat up at night thinking about you. It means the world.
I wonder who the people are like. I like their podcast, and they subscribe to our Patreon, and then they get disappointed
because we're too wild or something.
We're exactly the same, but
yeah,
it's like the OnlyFans. They were like, I thought they would be crazier. I want them to. I wish I was there. I know.
I do need to post some stuff on Patreon, but
no, we got plans.
We do have plans. We're gonna do some cool things. We're gonna add some. wholly new content on there that is exclusive to the Patreon. So look out for that, like in November, actually. I'm gonna go to San Diego for a thing. Hey, if you're in San Diego, hit me up on Twitter, please. Message me there. It's the place where I can see your message the best. And if you have food suggestions or whatever, please let me know. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff on Patreon because I'm gonna be staying home until December, and I'm fucking hyped. It's gonna be great. So fucking love you guys so much. I will be streaming on Twitch as per usual, twitch.tv/Shaydozer, Mac, twitch.tv/Dr. MacArthur.
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
Rate us on iTunes. Yeah, we fucking love you guys. Thanks so much. Ye fucking ha.
Yeehaw.